all the successes that I've chalked is as a result of hard work. You see what we've built. We built this thing from the scratch with people who are interested in being part of the dream. I didn't go to any godfather's house to invest in my company, so I don't owe you an allegiance. If your matter is on the table, I will talk about it. Don't think because, no.
Kwadwo Sheldon is a leading Ghanaian content creator and digital media entrepreneur, known for his humorous and insightful commentary on social and political issues. He is the founder of House of Content and digital media company that produces engaging videos and social media content. Kwadwo's innovative approach and engaging personality have positioned him as a standout voice in Ghana's digital landscape.
Why did you then decide to leave the company?
I wasn't allowed to dream. You can copy my style, but you can't copy my energy. You can't copy my... No.
A lot of people feel like you're very disrespectful. You know, anytime I have someone who's got more experience in what I'm trying to do here, I kind of get a burst of tears of joy. You know what I mean? Like, you know that kind of thing, where you feel like maybe it's a little bit more undeserving yet. You know what I mean? Because I'm quite fresh in this, you know?
Yeah.
And you guys have shown me a lot of love. But thank you so much, man.
Thank you too for having me.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you are doing amazing. So
yeah.
I've seen your setup, the cameras there, you know. You are cooking.
Yeah.
In our space, we say you are cooking.
I'm cooking, eh?
Yeah. Cooking.
You know, I'm trying so much that we don't focus too much on content creation.
That's fine.
And the reason being is that, you know, I think there are 2 videos out where people are speaking about content creation, but I know that's a big part of the things you do.
Yeah.
But what I really want to understand is the struggles from home to you thinking of you want to be an entrepreneur. How was it like growing up?
Yeah. So I grew up in a small community in the eastern region, which is called Pipiase. Now, I was raised by my grandmother. Right now, I think she's almost 100. I mean, she's still alive though. So, but they gave birth to me, took me to her, and she did the whole raising thing because my mom wanted to be in Accra to hustle or whatever they call it. So I was raised by my grandma. So it was just a small farming community, Pepiase, with a small population and everything. So I attended the normal government school and everything. Until JHS, then I think JSS, that time there was JSS, then I was, my mom came to take me away from that place and I came to Accra, then I came to home. But my formative years, it was just me staying with my grandma, going to farm. You go to early morning, you wake up, you go to farm, you come and bath, you go to school, after school, you go to farm. So it was just, I mean, it wasn't like, oh, I'm from like a rich background or anything, but my grandma made sure that there was food on the table. I had school uniform to wear, I had shoes to wear, and I was okay.
But I mean, what was the future looking like?
Nothing, no, bro. From where I come from, I was saying this to some guy the other time that if someone told me I would become like, a thought leader in this country, where like the spaces that my names has been mentioned and the places that I've been to, nah. It was just finish school, maybe come to Accra, because that is what happens over there. You finish school, let's say, and JHS, if you are lucky, you get admission to one of the high schools over there. But if you don't get admission, you finish your JSS education and you come to Accra, you come and hawk or you come and sell. That is like the way the system is structured over there. Finish your school, then come to Accra and come and hustle. And the hustling, you know what I'm talking about, do the menial jobs and things. Or if you're a lady, you stay there, you give birth. So when I went back to PPRC, I think I took BBC to the place to go and do a documentary. All the girls that I completed school with, I think about 5 of them, they've given birth. 2, 3, 1, and 10. And I was trying to talk to someone, they didn't even remember me, you understand? So I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm not trying to, chastise them for their life decisions, but that was the part that I was on. So when I completed my junior secondary school education, I was fortunate enough. They brought me to the Accra. I think when I came to Accra, I actually did space to space.
Oh God.
And mobile money. That was the time mobile money was on the come up.
Right.
So I did mobile money in Taifa. So that's why I did that. Then I was brought to come and stay with my grandmother. So I have great grandmother and I have a grandmother.
Right.
So my whole life I've been raised by women. I have a great grandmother who raised me in Pepiase. My grandmother who gave birth to my mother. So after the JSS education, my real mother came to take me. And my mother was sleeping in some uncompleted building. Charlie, crazy, bro. We used to walk around fetching this thing. You know the mango, the peel.
Yeah.
You dry it and you burn it so that you can burn it in your house so that it will suck.
Take away what the mosquitoes.
The mosquitoes, yeah. Because where we were, there was no ceiling. And it was my mom, my little brother, and my mom's, I don't know, the baby daddy or whatever. We were all sleeping in the same room, bro. It was crazy experience. So I was just there. So I was just there. Then that I was doing the mobile money thing. I was just moving on. This story, I've not shared it with people. People actually think I come from like some wild background because I don't talk about this side of me. But yeah, I really had to go through it in my formative year. I never had like, you see that kind of vibe, family. No. It was like hustle. Because at the formative year, I was going to farm. I was helping my grandmother and things. Because if I don't help her, we are practically not going to, eat and whatever. So I was going to the farm and doing all those things. I used to pound fufu for people. After school, you go and pound fufu for some woman. She died recently. Then she'll give you some of the fufu to eat and things. Early morning, we used to dig. You see the hole they put the plantain. You plant one hole is like, I think it was 1 CD at that point. So we dig like 5. You get 5 CDs there.
Wow.
Bro, it was crazy.
So for you,
it was hard work for me from the beginning.
Where people are sitting at the table having dinner as a family.
No.
You've never experienced that?
Never in my life. I've never had that. When I came to Accra after my junior secondary school, it was crazy, bro. Because that one, it was, as I said, 4 people in a room. My mom, the baby daddy, my brother, and myself. I wake up, go and do the mobile money. Bro, Charlie.
But where was your father in this picture? Because you mentioned grandma.
My father died when I think I was 4.
Oh.
So I've never had a father figure in my life. But then, like as in father biological. But when my grandmother came to, take me to who, she had a husband, may he so rest in peace. He was there for me and whatnot. But say like biological father, no. I didn't even get to see his face.
You know what I want to say?
Yeah.
You've done a great deal from coming from a single parent home.
Yeah.
Right? You've done really well for yourself.
I always tell like the women that brought, like my grandma, my great grandmother, the one who is like 100 years right now, she did an amazing job because it's not easy for her to just, and I was very stubborn. My grandma used to fight for me. Like I'll go and trigger people in town. They would beat me. Sometimes they would chase me. My grandma will hide me. There's this thing in there. They are called anchor, some black.
Yeah. It's a barrow, isn't it?
Barrow, the metal one. They will call. I was very, very stubborn, but that woman made sure, because at some point, maybe I would have just dropped out at primary level. But I completed, I remember BEC when I was going to write BEC. There was no registration that time. I think it was either 5 CD or 1 CD or something. I didn't have the money. So my mom, you see, they have this trunk that they keep that Holland clothes when you bring it to them. Then she went to sell one, gave me the money to go and register for my BEC. And the BEC, we didn't have a center. So from Pepiasi to Abitifin is like from here to Pantine. So I walk, BEC, all the papers that I was walking. You wake up early morning, you walk, you go and write, you come back. The next morning, you walk.
What time would you get to revise?
Bro, sometimes you get there, you are tired. So me, my formative year, it was hustling. Like, that is why I tell people I've seen hardship before. So if you see me with my eyes red and I'm basically trying to put food on my table, just know, because I don't have any family member that's going to bequeath properties on me. It's me. I have to. This is like my generation. So I have to make something. And I've seen it. I've seen Shege before. So when I'm hustling, it's like, this is blood, sweat, and tears.
Does that give you certain worries about the future, what the future may hold for you?
Exactly. Like when I was interviewed on BBC, I said, I'm afraid, I don't want to fail. I'm afraid to fail. So that is why I make the conscious effort to, make sure at the end of the day, what I'm doing, like when all this thing is said and done, there are tangibles. There are things that I can pinpoint. There are things that I can lean on. Because if I fail, and I can't fail at this point, I can't fail. But like sometimes I sit back and I think about what can happen, what could happen. Like, am I doing the right thing in the nearest future? Let's say in the next 10 years that I'm not doing YouTube, what am I going to do and things? So I have this, like, it's like something running through your head and whatnot. But yeah, I feel like we are on the right path, so everything will come to play. But yeah, this is something that I
you think about it a lot.
I think about it a lot.
Yeah, I came from a really humble background too.
Yeah.
You were talking about the farms and all those things. I've had to do all of that with my grandma. Yeah.
You sometimes you go and look for firewood, come and sell it to the chop bar operator. Bro, I've hustled, like proper hustling. Like, it's crazy. And that was like me, that was my teenage years. 13, 14, I was doing things like, so like, yo.
Where did the whole, waking up to say that I want to take charge of my life, I want to do something that will change these circumstances. Yeah. Where did that come from?
So my grandma came to take me from, like, they came to, take me from Accra, where I was staying with my mom. They brought me to Ho. I had my senior high school education in Ho. I attended Ho Technical University. When I was there, I did my service at the Rave Media Group. So that was when I was introduced to new media.
Right.
I understudied people like Rudy Kwache, Baba Sadiq, Tre Music, and Francis Duku. These are like media stalwarts, right? So I was learning from them, and I was just trying to figure the whole thing out, because I didn't know. Honestly, people, they give birth to people, and at some point they know what they want to do in future, right? What do you want to do? I want to become a lawyer, a teacher. I had zero idea because of the background, because of how the environment I came from wasn't enabled. I wasn't allowed to dream. So it was like join the squad. So I had to figure, this media thing self came as a surprise, because if you know me, I'm a very shy person. So I really had to figure my whole life out. Because as I said, people have plans, people have like, their families, let's put him or her on this path. He could become a professor, a teacher, or this. I didn't have anything like that.
Or even if you did, were the funds there to support
you? So you just had to. So I would say my grandma actually did a lot of, she did an amazing stuff for me by removing me from that environment in the Accra day. Because the Taifa there where we were staying there, if like she knows step inside there, like by now.
You're not sure?
No. I don't know where I go there. So once I was removed from that environment and I was brought to, the Volta region, right? She had 3 kids, right? 2 of them are PhD holders. They are lecturers at KNUST. One owns Agro Center, one of the biggest agro, business companies in the country. So like that is the environment. Now the environment was being in because of you see your uncle,
the circle
you understand
changed.
Exactly. So I was removed from that. They brought me to that space where I seen my uncle go do their masters, travel, do their PhDs and things. I was like, okay. So that was when I started getting an idea of so you can actually become somebody. You understand? So if they hadn't removed me from that kind of environment, that you see, change of environment was the reason why I have become Kwadwo Sheldon. Because if that switch didn't happen at that point, I didn't know where I would have been by now.
You saw the possibility.
So I saw people. When my high school education, I saw them around. They would come. They would vacate from KNUS. You go to there, you see books and things. You'll be forced to read. Mr. Obi, may he so rest in peace. He was reading graphic. I was reading graphic. You see, so like when he finished reading the graphic, I'll pick it up and I also read to just enrich my vocabularies and whatnot. So that was when the environment started activating. I was like, okay, all right. So that was where the whole thing started for me. Then I finished the, Ho Technical University. They pushed me into the new media space. They actually lobbied for me to do my service at the Rave Media Group, because one of the in Peking be friends to Francis Doku. Then the path opened for me like that.
You You have such an amazing story.
Crazy.
I feel like
I've not shared this thing though, so this is like
thanks,
premium.
man. Yeah, thank you. I feel like
I always tell people like the surface.
Yeah,
bro. My brain off.
I feel like we could potentially do 20 hours of this. It's amazing because some of the things I've got written down here, and I've got a lot of questions from the audience as well.
No problem.
Now, when you fast forward the whole thing, you went to work.
Yes.
For OMG. And you were very instrumental in that organization.
Very.
And I think one of the things that really put you at the forefront of the company is the fact that you allowed yourself to be used by the company.
Yes.
Right? Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so as you said, I was instrumental, but I always tell Pa and Kwadwo, anywhere I see them, I'm going to give them their flowers because the media thing that we are talking about, I know I understudied all these people, but people that actually gave me the platform to explore. I didn't even know I could stand in front of people and speak. They actually enabled me, so I'll always give them their flowers. But after my service with the Rave Media Group, I transitioned, or I was signed. Before I go even finish my service with the Rave Media Group, OMG had sent me a message saying they want to work with me because I was putting out funny memes. I actually used to be funny. I think right now I got a small money, so I started being funny. I used to be funny. I used to pick random images and caption it to go viral. And I don't know what was informing that. Like, you see your screenshot a whole lot of places. So they saw it and they felt like, because they wanted someone who could create content for their platform. So I think they saw my page and the numbers I was getting, and they sent a message. Pa sent the message. Said, Pa was like, okay, we want you to work with OMG after your service. Fast forward, they signed me, put me on salary. My job there was to do social media management. Because once again, the video content, that conversation around me, video content, and it was creeping in, but it wasn't like established. They didn't know how to go about the whole thing. And at that time, they were doing listicles. They would write listicles, like 10 reasons why you should visit Accra.
Yep.
That was how the platform was running. And, it was like purely website clicks and everything. So they signed me, and they had like a lot of pages. They had the Surfport, the OMG Voice Nigeria, OMG Voice Kenya, a lot of pages. So I was supposed to handle it, but most of the work was on the OMG page, because that was where so I was supposed to look for the content, or the content that I create, the memes, or look content from other platforms and post it on the page, so that we would just be keeping the engagement going. Then one day at the office, once again, these were people that have come back from the US, so they had that kind of mindset. So this show, Charlemagne the God has this segment on the Breakfast Club where he called Donkey of the Day. So Kwadwo is like a US guy. He was born there. So I was like, so what can we do? How we go feel replicate what he's doing over there? Like, just talking about topics trending. We'll call it Hour of the Day. Fine. So this is the name. This is what we are going to do. But who is going to host? Because the office, but no one. We have not even started video content. And I was like, okay, put me on. But if you look at my face, spine, my neck, my head, I was some lanky guy.
No, I saw a video of that.
Bro, crazy. I was like, you know what? Put me on. Let me see what I can do. Because first of all, nobody wanted to do it. That we had the designers. Nobody wanted. I was like, okay, put me on. I just wanted to try new things. I wanted to see what would happen, because if people were, reacting or engaging my memes and everything, how about I translate that into video content and see the outcome? So I was like, put me on. We shot the first video. They cooked me and Kasa. That video was, I think I was talking about Sarko. The Sarko that was in the news trend, and I did the video. People just didn't understand. Who be this one?
Yeah.
You understand? Who be this one? The video had about 20,000 views. The next day, so it's Hour of the Day. The next day we shot. The next day we shot. Bro, now they stopped focusing on my head. They stopped focusing on presentation. They started paying attention to the content. They started paying attention to the topic. They started engaging in the comment section. It used to be about, look at his head. What is this guy saying? Then it transitioned to, okay, people arguing in the comment section. Now I was free. People were not coming for my head and things. Then they started paying attention to what I was saying. Oh, Charlie, is that not that guy from OMG? Boom, bro. Then we got to a point where videos were averaging 100,000. I said, this is it. So we were putting it out there. We were exploring like different shows. We introduced the Face Off. We introduced different shows and was working. And I was spearheading all these things. Like they basically left everything to me. And I was spearheading it. If I have an idea, I'll run it by Kwadwo, okay, let's do this. Bro, within like 6 months, I'd become a household name on Facebook. And that was such an amazing feeling.
After you've been so successful with a company that you were supposedly employed,
yes,
right, to do certain roles, why did you then decide to leave the company?
Yes, because at some point, as I said, people actually thought OMG, I was the founder of OMG, Kwadwo Sheldon OMG, but I wasn't, because I was everywhere. You see articles written by Kwadwo Sheldon, listicles. It's very easy to write. You just give a premise, then you do the list, like 1, 2, 3. So I was just, a day I go write like 5. Sundays I was working. Hey, nah, bro, like my work ethics, that is what is happening right now. I like creating content. I like it, like when I put out like a product, which is the content that people are engaging it, I'm happy. You understand? So I was just doing it. At some point, people actually thought I owned the platform. But it got to a point, I felt like I had outgrown the platform. Like I was, and we see the direction where the company, then I didn't know where the company was heading towards with regards to the content creation direction, you understand? So I just factored a whole lot of things. And other factors which I don't want to discuss here, but I factored a lot of things into consideration. I presented all these things to my boss, and he was graceful about it. Like, you know what, it's cool. So he actually gave us money when we were leaving. Like they gave us money. Myself, Ed, and who? I think Steve or one. They gave us money. Okay, take this money. So we left.
When you are the vice or the assistant, and you're watching your boss, you can see their mistakes.
Yeah.
Now, most people, when they see the mistakes, they approach their boss and be like, look, this is what I'm seeing. Especially you, that were very instrumental.
Yeah.
They would then say, okay, these are the things I'm seeing that I think, you know, the direction the company can take. Did you do that?
Yes, at some point we did. And it wasn't me, it wasn't Sheldon alone. As I said, we were like a group of young guys. We had conversation with Jesse, Pi, and, you know, all these guys. We had a conversation. But the thing is, they themselves, they had different directions that they wanted to explore, because Jesse wanted to explore other spaces, you understand? Pa was in Kenya, Kwadwo left Ghana to the US, you understand? So it's like there was no there was nothing running like, you know, on concerted effort. The leaders are divided. Right. So no matter what we put out there, if it's still not going to work. But we said something. We actually had a conversation where we wanted to know what was going to happen. That is why Jesse was gracious when I presented, like, okay, it's fine, because they knew maybe at that point they are interested in what they built. You know, they were exploring something else. So I was like, you know, cool. Because I didn't fight anyone when I was leaving. I just left.
I mean, the reason I'm asking that is, you know, we all have businesses, and we have companies, and we have people we've entrusted and are working for us. For you, the bosses of OMG would have said, this guy is doing a great deal of job for us. Yeah. And we would love to keep him. Yeah. Right? But then you outgrew the platform.
So if I'm doing a great job, it has to come with monetary compensation.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
We were not, you know, I don't want
heavily compensated that
exactly.
Yeah. But you see, the thing is, today you have your own platform.
Yeah.
And you've changed the game.
Yeah.
And you have Mandem like Scanty, who's in an awesome job. You know that guy, you've trained very well.
Yeah.
What will happen to you if today he says, I want to leave the company?
I will be fine. I always tell people, and this is not the first time I've worked with people that have left. We've worked with people like, I think at some point, Ajua left. I was cool. I'm actually like a chilled back person though, like, because I know I'll find someone. I like grooming people to be in my position. I don't hate sharing the spotlight with people. So if at some point Scanty comes to me and go like, Sheldon, I think 2 weeks ago I sat with him and said, what do you want to do with your media career? Like right now you are known. Are you building your platform? Do you have a YouTube channel? What do you want to do with regards to media? Even if it's not YouTube, you want to work in mainstream or traditional media. I had a conversation with him. I want to enable people. But at the end of the day, I just want you to go out there and you just look back and say, oh, Kwadwo Sheldon enabled me. Kwadwo Sheldon gave me my... They are not going to work with you forever. The only person that has been working with me since we started is Steve Fish. That's my partner, my video guy. No matter the nonsense I do, he's still with me. Maybe one day he'll get fed up with me. But I have worked with people that come and they go. If Scanty comes to me today that, Sheldon, I think I want to start my YouTube channel, you will see LPM of that YouTube channel being played on my channel. I don't have a problem. Okay. I always say competition is good, but you can't beat me. People say I believe in my product to the point where people sometimes feel like I am arrogant. No, if I tell you I'm good at something, I'm good. Where I am not good, I don't venture. But if I tell you I know how to create content and put it in the newsfeed, don't doubt me. So if I say I'm going to beat you, I'll beat you.
But where do you get that confidence from?
Because, look, I just don't want to... First of all, I don't want to be an unemployment statistic in the system again. Also, with what we have built, we have a lot of people. Like, go to YouTube. The last time we had a conversation on Twitter where someone actually lifted our template, doing the same thing that we are doing. We approached the person. The person said we have not done it, like the colors and everything. We have inspired a lot of people into content creation. People watch our video for some of them they close from work and they come and look for our videos to watch, to release straight. We have become like an authoritative voice in the space that we operate. And we look at like the results, what we have been able to do. It's not, bro, it's not going to happen. And I factor all these things to go when I say we are good at this thing. So I can't stop and I won't stop. Even if I am not in a position to do what we are doing, I'll find someone to do it.
I love that.
So you see right now I am less in our videos. You don't see more of Kwadwo Sheldon. I can sit Scanty down and Scanty can do what I'm doing. Yeah. The only place that I operate individually is the breakdown, the music space. All the food page is handled by Yanyameche. The street is handled by Elikem and Paradise. The sports is handled. We have... You see, so I enable people, they are working and I'm sitting back and the brand is going. That is how it works.
You've done a great job.
Yes.
Remember when you came in, I told you that after visiting your studio for just 30 minutes, I've changed the...
You can't do it alone.
Yeah.
So you enable the people. See, Scanty, I think Scanty is more popular than me now, Seth. I don't have a problem. I'll be 30 this September. Bro, they come settle down and find some, you understand? I can't be doing this thing. Let the young ones with the energy that I used to. Right now, I think about expansion. How can we expand product line, content line? We want to enter Nigeria. I then can't think that be what they bother me. I don't wake up and think about what we are going to talk about because Scanty has it covered. Sports, this. So you see.
Is there anybody advising you about your expansion plan? Because you know what? You are one of a kind here doing this, where you've expanded your platform so huge. Yeah. Do you have any advice? Where are you getting that from?
I don't. So, fortunately or unfortunately, people don't advise me because they feel like I know that maybe because of my posture, I come out as arrogant. That's what a lot of people say, but I'm not. You just need to get close to me to experience, but I don't open up to a lot of people. But the thing is, I read. And I listen to people. I listen to Gary Vee. I listen to people in my space. And if I'm not going to get someone to come and advise me or what, I will listen to people, watch people. Like thumbnail, how do I make sure I'm developing crazy ass thumbnails? I go on YouTube. I look at people in a space they have the authority in that space. I learn from them. So I'm always informed. So I look at some of these things, and because of my background, when Jesse Empire and all those people, they came with the idea or the mindset of expanding. I've been fortunate enough to experience from these people because Jesse came in the first quarter they were in Nigeria and Kenya. So I have been able to, all these things, I said, okay, what would Jesse do? What would Pa do? What would Kwadwo do? So but I don't have someone coming, no. And sometimes I just, my old girl will call me then, suggest on one or two things. But I just read, I listen, I watch a lot of, when you check my YouTube search history, people, if I even, a 1 year, if you are a 2 months old content creator and you have something where you will benefit me, I will tune in to watch you. I don't have a problem. Yeah. No. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'll credit you. Oh, this one I got it from here. One thing when people don't understand, because how can you lift my template? How can you copy my style? And I just, bro, you goofy. Hey, you don't own this thing. I didn't learn from you. You have not done anything. It's crazy, bro, but it's all good, bro. Yeah, people don't want to acknowledge or give credit to people like, bro, if someone inspires me, you inspire me.
Yeah.
I see people and I tell them all the time. But it be hard for some people in the space, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah.
That's why I say you can copy my style, but you can't copy my energy. You can't copy my...
You can,
No.
Nobody can ever be like you.
No, you can't copy my energy. Absolutely no way.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about conflict resolution within your team.
Yeah.
As a leader of the team, how do you deal with that?
I hired an HR. We have an HR that handles. I used to be the guy that was I know be serious person, so I've left it in the hands of, like, once again, I am of the assertion that if you can't do something, hire a qualified person to do it if you are resource enough. So we hired an HR on part-time basis. He comes in, check the KPIs. Everybody getting KPIs and things, you understand? So if you don't want to come to work today, send it to her. If there is something that you want to talk about, you can call for a meeting, sit you in a room, vent your spleen, she'll fix it. Myself, I'm very terrible when it comes to man managing. So down and there, that is not where I shine. But I'm looking at, bettering myself in that space. But we have someone for that. I can't do it.
You're very inspirational. You know
Yes.
that. You really are.
I can.
For someone who has not had first-hand business experience and you're taking these steps, you've done great.
We have like an amazing lady who handles, and she's doing, bro, like she will just sit you down, talk to you, if anything, especially like we have a lot of ladies in our setup too, so it becomes, especially when the emotions are flying all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Please, just go and talk to me.
Let somebody else deal with it.
Yeah, I don't want to, yes. So that's
earlier on, when we were speaking in this conversation, we spoke about your upbringing, the struggles and things like that. I've had to go through all of that. I've had to think, how I can future-proof my life, finances, make sure the family are okay. How are you making sure that your personal finance is future-proof when this whole thing goes away?
Yeah, so
if it will.
That is something that I think about. And even like my old girl, the last time I had a conversation with her, she was like, you, apart from the YouTube, what are you investing in? What are you doing? Because once again, you can't be screaming forever. YouTube probably go wake up today and sell it to Elon Musk, and he will start doing his thing, and YouTube of yesterday will not be YouTube of today. We operate on people's platform. They can wake up and demonetize you. What have you, earned from the platform to enable you after? So I think about all these things. Now, I've been trying to explore. For now, you see, because of how I want to build and expand this thing, I have always, had my eyes on expansion. How can I make Kwadwo Sheldon Studios like a bigger brand, a bigger product? But it doesn't mean I don't think about, the externalities or the extremities, because once again, anything will happen. And you have to be in a position to take care of, even not just like the people around you. I have a lot of people depending on me and things. So I'm looking at, exploring other spaces. The last time I was actually thinking of, I have a farm though. I have a farm.
That's good.
I last 2 years, I bought, I think 5 acres of land in the Brie. They try to do the palm nut.
Okay.
Yes, I have a farm. I have a couple of lands. At 29, I built my house. So if I retire and I can go and stay in Pram and things. So, but I'm looking at, exploring. Like I want to invest my money outside the YouTube stuff. You understand? So I'm listening to people. I'm open to learning. I'm open to getting information from people. Like when I came here, you sat me down there for like 20 minutes, and it was like back to back information. I need information because some of the spaces maybe I want to explore, I don't have information. So I need to learn from people. I need to understand the space that I'm operating. Also, after you have invested, there has to be management. You understand? So all these things I think about, and sometimes I'm afraid. Some of these spaces, it is risky. You understand? So I sit back and I go like, is it even worth it? But then I feel like the same way I took the risk to set up where I can do this.
You've already done a big gamble on yourself already.
So, yes, this is something that I sit back and I get worried about a lot. But I feel like, with, the right information, I would make because I've been doing pretty amazing for myself, looking at my age and everything. So yeah, when we get to that bridge, we will cross. But it is not going to be you. If you see me open a barbering shop the next time, just know that I am expanding. I want to have a barbering shop. So I'm just exploring, trying to put my money where my mouth is and see, because
I think it's very important.
Yeah.
I've said this, that making money today is a lot easier than it's ever been.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem we're going to have for the future is keeping that money.
True.
So every entrepreneur that I get the opportunity to speak with, the first things I like to say is future-proof your personal finances by trying to do a bit of compounding through other means.
Yeah.
But let's touch on disrespect, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel like you're very disrespectful.
Yeah.
And you disrespect them personally and you come for them. I understand it. Because you're a content creator, right? And you're doing that, because that's what your people are looking for. You do entertainment at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But, sometimes when you say certain things and you see these people, how do you approach them?
I've never disrespected anyone before. Anyone that says I disrespected him or her, sometimes you call them out and go, how did I disrespect you? And they go like, you said this thing about me in a video. I've never mounted a camera on me and insult someone's mother or father before, attack, character, assassinate people before. What we do is entertainment. I talk about people. Okay, today Stonebwoy is trending. This is why I think Stonebwoy's this song, I don't like it. I move on.
Right.
How is that disrespect? We don't understand new media. We don't understand the rudiment of the game. And we have been raised in an environment where we are not allowed, as young as you are not allowed to challenge status quo. You are not allowed to be verbose. You are not allowed to be outspoken. So when you stand up and the reason why most people say this, see, I am not going to be an ass kisser. I detest it, and so a lot of people feel like I don't care about any Godfather. No. You see what we've built. Yeah. We built this thing from the scratch with people who are interested in being part of the dream. I didn't go to any Godfather's house to invest in my company, so I don't owe you an allegiance. If your matter is on the table, I will talk about it. Don't think because no. Oh yeah, the people that said I've disrespected them, just cite one instant that I disrespected you. We will argue about it. And you see that, this is what you're calling disrespect. Yeah. All because I just say all the time.
Do you know
I don't get it.
But do you know what I think it is? I think it's what you mentioned. When you are outspoken on this land.
Yes.
You are seen as
how is outspoken the same as disrespecting? Because once again, I will not, bro. See, on the come up, I did a lot of nonsense. Like there are some times that you do back and forth with people online, things which sometimes they make sense. We have learned and unlearned some things in the new media age that we are exploring right now, bro. Even there are some stories that's kind to bring to us. No, we are not doing this thing. We are trying to be calculated. We are bro. And because you have your platform, I always say that if I was working on traditional media or someone's platform, I would be unemployed.
Yeah.
If I was working at, let's say, the TV3s, the GH1s, all these platforms, may say by now.
Yeah.
And if YouTube was owned by a Ghanaian, my platform wouldn't exist.
It's true.
Exactly. Yeah. The fact that they are powerless when it comes to the product you have built, it annoys people to the core that when you wake up and you have your own voice, I can wake up and say whatever I want to say on my platform. You can't go and tell YouTube boss to take me down. It annoys people. If see, the thing that they just want you to be in there, yes, Amasa. No, you don't own the platform. I built this thing from scratch, sleeping in OMG. I slept in the office for 1 year because I had money. I had no money to go and rent a place. So when we closed from work, I would just arrange the cushions and I'll sleep for 1 year consistently. I'll wake up and we built this thing, and I can't have a voice because you feel like you are the godfather of the industry. I say anyone that said I have disrespected, let me understand. I will apologize. I have hurt people on in my part on a come up that I've apologized. Bro, most of the people out there, because they don't have access to me.
Yeah.
I don't open up to people. I'm always in my corner. You don't see me in their shows and that is just that. You don't see me around there. I'm not your darling boy. See, listen, I have 20 people that I've employed. If you think I'm coming to do yes, I'm answer to you because of what? You be industry fact. Because we build this thing from
people still want to be able to gatekeep, but because they don't have the access.
They don't have that access. It's the problem. Yeah. I've always maintained this thing. There's no disrespect anywhere. Yeah. Go to you think I am disrespectful? Have you seen other people's page? People insult people's parents. When was the last time this meme? I'm not gonna do what I'm safe. I be too and yet I'm always telling Scanty, learn from my mistake. Make sure you don't step. There are some things. Don't say it. Don't do this. You understand? So I'm even trying to coach people in such a way. These people, see, their problem is the fact that you are not under their thumb. The fact that they can't control you. The fact that you can wake up and like when I see. I've seen artists go to BBC and they get plugged by some industry head, this and that, man. I walk in and Angie was like, Sheldon, you have done an amazing job. I want to put you on BBC. I let my work flow. I visited Manchester United. When I went to the UK the other time, I went there, and I think the first half. So I met their media, Man United TV, their media team. I was in the room talking to them. I showed them my Instagram page, 1.1 million. They was like, you look like an influencer. I would like to have you on our platform. They put me on. All the things, all the successes that I have achieved is as a result of hard work. We have worked hard. If you see me standing on VGMA's platform, because they acknowledge my contribution, no Godfather put me there. Why do you think I should care about your opinion? No. And you see, we thank God that these platforms are not owned by our people. Because if these... that's what they do, man.
I was actually gonna congratulate you on the TGMA one you did. That was amazing.
Yes,
you did fantastic.
They sent me an email shouting, blah blah blah. We want you to put me on. The work we put in so much work. People see like Sarkodie. People actually thought I was fighting Sarkodie because I was reacting. It's mostly the fanatics, the people following them. I react to Sarkodie's music. If I don't like it, I'll say it. His fan base will go like, you hate him. No problem. For a very long time, people have had this assertion that I'm beefing Sarkodie or I need the validation of Sarkodie. No. I was there one day, the Sarkodie tweeted that he has seen me build on a come up, like he they appreciate what we are doing. And I didn't tweet Sarkodie to big me up. He woke up one day and saw the work and was like, nah, bro, you can't deny this guy's greatness. Let me give it to him. It is so hard for my people here. They would rather go around and say you are arrogant. No, you just don't have access to me. I don't care about you. Do your thing. I'm not fighting anyone. I don't really have time. Do yours and let me do mine. I mean, I don't come to you to come and give me ideas to do mine. Bro, I wake up, I don't sleep. I'm reading and try to better mine. And you are there talking about, anyone that says I am arrogant or have disrespected the person, bring your evidence. I will apologize.
That's it.
No problem.
That's it.
No, me talk. I will apologize. If I have to come and sit here and do apology to, I'll do it. No problem. Yes, but mostly, as I'm saying, people just don't have access to the fact that they can't control you. The fact that you have your own voice. You are challenging people's status quo. You are calling out. People do things and you express your opinion about it, and you are disrespectful.
Yeah.
You bought this camera. I come here. No, you shouldn't have bought this camera. You should have bought this thing. This camera, nah. That is my opinion on this. How is that disrespectful? Artists, you have done a song. Okay, I like this song, but I don't like this side. But it don't mean say make the content consuming. At the end of every video, there is a call to action. Go and stream the song. My opinion is that I don't like it. The fact that I don't like it, don't mean say somebody for not like it. How is that disrespectful?
It's actually still even pushing the song.
Bro, I have blown artists in this country and they just go ahead and go like, oh, you have not done anything for that is fine. But listen, Kwadwo Sheldon is never going to change, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. And we thank God that these platforms are not owned by our people.
That's it.
Yes. I wake up and I do my content. Go can't YouTube head and so you mean free because I said something about party A or B. No.
Yeah.
The fact that they don't have that control, it happens on traditional media.
Yeah.
Hey, don't go and say this thing about this man.
They revoke your license.
They will intimidate you.
Yeah.
What they hate is like you having your independent mind to think.
Yeah.
They always want you to follow them. No,
Right. So now, there was an interview I was watching.
Yeah.
And then I think you were talking about when initially you started.
Yeah.
You used to reply to the comments a lot.
Yeah,
You used to get bothered about the things they used to say.
Right now, I get bothered. Me say if you give it to me, I'll give it to you.
But why do you think it's necessary for you to follow it?
No, right. I just enjoy it though.
Right.
You know what is funny? Ghanaians will be some way. You see somebody come and write to your comment section and insult you and insult your parent. You reply, they take a screenshot and they go like, Kwadwo Sheldon replied me and insulted me in their comment section. What makes you think your opinion supersede mine? Or what makes you say in the comment that you have put that I can't reply? When I started, I used to fight people back and forth on Twitter. You come for me, I'll come for you. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you are getting, at the end, I'm not going to benefit. You are the one going to benefit. When the blocks, and at the end of the day, it's going against me. Imagine beefing, like exchanging with someone on the platform, the blocks pick it up. Kwadwo Sheldon. So and you see where I've gotten to right now, I have a lot on my plate, you understand? I don't even handle my socials. Like there are people who do, unless it's my personal Twitter or Instagram, the rest people do. But YouTube, sometimes I pop up and I show niggas. They have to understand. Nobody you alone get opinion. We all have an opinion. Either you are going to be decorum in the comment section, or you come for me, I'll come for you. It's very, very simple.
But then how do you then manage your mental health though?
Mental, I don't have some.
Right.
I don't have some. I'm a damaged person, so I always tell people to take care of themselves in order not to become, because I don't feel things. I've gotten to a point where I see things and like sometimes I go to the tea or people are talking, I'll just be there and all that. I don't know what is happening to me, but I don't feel things. And so I always advise people to talk to people or have a way around this. That's why when I bring the artists to the studio, I ask them about some of these things, because them, like sometimes, kiddies issue, for instance, you understand? So are you okay? Because if you can't go on tour, don't go. Don't come and force yourself because of, you understand? But me, from where I sit, because of how I was treating the whole thing, I was in the back and forth, like being all over the place and things, I feel like I am damaged beyond repair. So me, I'll just be in the corner. But right now, they get to me down. There was some, like, Sarkodie's freestyle on this platform, right? Hennessy, Cypher, wherever. So I tweeted, I dropped just one tweet and the whole fan base turned upside down. Came back the next day, like, I saw the tweet. I wasn't bothered. Those days, you go trigger me like, no. But I was like, okay, you are not worth the back and forth, bro. You see, as I sit here, I'm thinking how if we go get a building like this in Nigeria so that we put money and recruit people for there to work so that we can expand. Right. How am I supposed to come and be doing back and forth with somebody where you get 200 followers on Twitter?
Right. So now we're talking about expansion. We're talking about the whole Kwadwo Sheldon.
See, when you get to some level, the way you think about, because see, I'm thinking about how to, because it's not about me anymore. I've seen if I go get like a full, content, like the BBC go do full content on me, just about my opinion. It means we are doing something right. No, you definitely and we are on that pedestal. I don't have to. No, it is okay. I have caused enough damage in the past, and that's what I'm saying. If you feel like, walk me through it. Let me understand what I did to you that is so damaging to you, that is so disrespectful to you. I'll apologize. Yeah. That is one thing about me. Recently, I think I had an interview with someone that I had an exchange with on one platform. I apologized. The reason why I met Shatawale then, I don't, the back and forth, no, they need me. Charlie make could top them move on. You understand? But there are some people who know they won't grow past that. Yep. Like, only me, semi everlasting. That is fine. But me, no, bro.
Let's talk about this. You've been through it.
Yeah.
With grandma from the beginning and all of that.
Yeah.
And you yourself, you struggled a lot before you got here. As you sit here, what does your success mean to you? Everything that you've done.
Actually, I don't define, the only thing I define success is the people I work with. You know what is, I have like people that wake up and come to my studio to come and work with me. They believe in my dream. They come to the office and you see smiles on their face. They enjoy what they do. That is just success to me. The fact that it has moved beyond Kwadwo Sheldon, and we have about 20 people that are on good salaries, that are on good allowances, and they are actually putting food on their table, I'm okay. I see scanty, I'm okay. I see right now on campuses, we have students. I have enabled students create like the campus vibe with KSS. Just create content from your campus and send it to me. I'll edit it and put it out there. That is success to me. The other ones know they need me like that. The fact that we've been able to enable people from just a small room where we were shooting with a small phone to having all these people working with you and things, that is success to me.
That's beautiful.
That is just that. All the other ones, they know this. I go to work like, oh, so you work, like people want to work with Kwadwo Sheldon Studio. If I show you my email, like the internship request, the national service, we have had about 6 people pass through our national service program.
I mean, I was there when Maya brought somebody to you.
Exactly. Like, that is success to me. The fact that it's not about me alone, and the fact that people are, living their life. Like, people are, it's like a career path for people.
Yes,
you work with Kwadwo Sheldon. I've been working with people for 4 or 5 years. Ojo 4, Dixon 2. All these people are with me.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
That's just my success.
Now, let's talk about some of the key lessons that you have learned building a business.
Yeah. So for the space that I operate, for me, taking like opportunities when they present themselves, that's what made me, bro. Imagine the day Kwadwo said we need someone to host the Hour of the Nation. I was like, Charlie. When he said it, I was like, give it to me. I never looked back, and today we are here. So sometimes you have to put yourself in a situation where you are uncomfortable, where you are afraid. I was afraid. I had not done media before. I had not stand in front of the camera before, and I was supposed to come and start. That time, I had about 500,000 followers on Facebook. But I was like, I took that risk. And bro, it paid off. So these are some of the things, and I've always learned about investing in craft. Now, when we started, if you juxtapose the quality from then to now, you would see. Right now, it's not about even thumbnail. Bro, we go first sit down for about 1 hour just trying to come up with a thumbnail for a video. You understand? There has been like improvements in all quarters of what we are doing. You don't hear saying in our sound. If my people put a sound out and someone comments, come see the group, they fight like, bro, no. They know us for this. And people know us for quality. Like, sometimes people just come and watch our video just to experience quality, not the content. That is value proposition to them. So we've learned to invest. We didn't wait for anyone to come and invest in us. We just did the plowback thing. We make money from YouTube and brands. We invest in our thing. We don't care. At some point, myself and Fish, we were just buying equipment. So we were, $2,000, $3,000. Buy equipment, buy lights. So we invested to the point that, Charlie, we had equipment that we didn't even need in a studio. And so that is one thing I've learned, that even if there is no one going to invest in you, invest in yourself. However minute the investment, at least you are making the effort to activate yourself. Because see, we can sit here and complain about the environment that we are operating not being enabling. It is never going to be enabled. But if the fact that the environment is not going to be enabled, no, they mean say we for not enable on ourselves. Because at the end of the day, it is you against the world. It is you that you are supposed to create a path, chart a path for yourself. That is why I always say, see, if I had to wait for imagine putting your faith, your life in the hands of a politician to come and enable a environment for you. It will not work. So, bro, the resources available to you, make sure you use it. Like, bro, sometimes try, you fail. I tried skate making. I failed abysmally. You are not funny, Sheldon. Every single day, people will come for me. That was when the Niger skate scene was on the rise. We had the Sydney talkers coming. So I used to call myself content Nyami. I'll do a skate. People will say it's not funny. That guy will do a skate. Look at your mate. Bro, dragging, constant dragging. See, I have been dragged. See, people think that, bro, every day you go to your newsfeed and people are dragging you. But you see what? The thing is, you drag me today, the next day there's another video. So at some point, you will get what you are looking for. All those people that used to drag the product that when I was doing the skit and everything, right now they come, I see them come. Recently, I interviewed one of them, the way he was like, he's an artist now. We sat down, we had a conversation, and I was just asking him, why were you doing all this? He say, oh, you see the end song, you understand. All those people that used to, right now, oh, Kwadwo Sheldon is doing amazing. They have become believers. Imagine if I'd stopped. So to me, when you come to the studio, you say, giving up, we don't give up over here. So we put in the effort, we put in the work. We are not begging for any investor. We are not begging for government to come and enable us or anything. All we can say, we have a platform, we have voice, however even small the return on investment is going to be, we are going to put our video out there. Who would have thought? We actually took BBC, they carried their van with their resources, followed me to Pepiasi to go and do a documentary. How?
The boy from Pepiasi.
How you go get that kind of exposure? Yeah. Like, it's not like a whole day. And you want me to stop? Nah, it's not going to happen. So these are some of the things that I've learned. I've also learned to, not to stay obsolete and monotonous, you understand? It started as Kwadwo Sheldon Studios. Then I'll ask Kwadwo Sheldon. Then it's just hour of the day. People wouldn't come. At some point, people will get tired. They will get used to your face. Imagine watching this head for like 6 months. You get tired. So we introduce new product lines, new shows, new faces, to give them some variety. It gets refreshing when people have perspective on your platform. That is what has kept us in business. We've been doing this. We are entering our 5th year. People started 1 year, they quit.
Beautiful. This
is like a registered business in Ghana right now, and one of the biggest new media platforms in the country.
Yeah, and you've done a great job.
It's just amazing experience. So yeah,
you've done a great job. I have a series of questions, and these are gonna come pretty fast.
Yeah.
Now the first one is, do you prefer motivation or discipline? Why?
Discipline. Because discipline, you see, for the space that I operate, you have to be disciplined at some point. You can't be careless all the time. And if you are not disciplined enough, I think motivation there is you can get motivated from anything. But discipline, self-discipline, if you don't have it, you are going to basically destroy what you have built. There are some things that come to you, like there are some things that you want to do, like the temptations and things, how you are disciplined, how you know where to draw the line, how you know what to say. Those days I used to be careless. I had to discipline myself to be political. That is why a lot of people say I've changed. I've not changed. It's just the dynamics and the environment. We are in like a polarized climate where there are things that you can say. You feel like it's your opinion, you can't say. It takes discipline to harbor that kind of, behavior in you right now. So I feel like self-discipline, discipline is key to me. And I always tell people around, you have to be disciplined, like work ethics. If you are not disciplined, how are you going to be consistent? So I wake up and I know that there is a timetable, there's this, there's that. Everything has been calculated for me to do, and it takes discipline to do that. So I prefer this. For motivation, dear, I feel like, you can get motivation from even but you can get motivated, but if you are not disciplined, how is it going to translate?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, what's the best advice you ever received?
Sheldon, never stop.
From who?
Never stop going. Never stop doing what you are doing. You are on the right path. And it actually came from, I think, Fish, my partner. When there are some times that we read comments, we see things like people are trying to basically, for no reason, people just want to see you fail. When my YouTube account was taken down, people actually, it became a national news. That was the time I saw that I was very powerful in the country. My YouTube account was taken down. People were calling for interviews. People get their account taken down. Nobody cares. Like, people called me, we have access to Google, we want to put you on and things. It was crazy. People were throwing party on Twitter and things. They were happy that the guy who has that voice, who is always a thought leader in the space, is down. The next day, Fish was like, let's create another account. Within like some few hours, we had 20,000 subscribers.
Wow, that's beautiful.
He said, never stop. And since we can't stop.
Yeah. Now, do you have anything for my audience on Connected Minds?
If they are thinking of entering the content creations, but they should give up.
Why?
Now, I always do this thing when I'm asked this question. Don't mind me. Yeah. For the audience, I don't know what kind of spaces they are into, but we have had an extensive conversation about a lot of things, and I am not going to sit here and say use me as a point of. You don't look at. I actually don't want to be a role model to you. I am not worthy enough to be a role model to anyone. But if you need an inspiration, if you want like a point of reference to say, okay, this guy actually came from this background and did this thing, that I'm your guy. Don't look up to me. You'll get tired. Don't worry. Just pick some things like work ethics, I've talked about, and apply it to your personal lives. Bro, I've seen people come to me, Sheldon, it didn't start by just, waking up and blowing on the social space that we operate. It's as a result of hard work, consistency, hard work. There are some times that we have done things that we are not proud of. There are some things that we have done things that we are proud of. It comes with the work, occupational hazard, whatnot. But at the end of the day, we know that we've been able to create something for ourselves and for the people out there consuming us. At the end of the day, I don't know what you are trying to explore, what you are looking at doing or whatever, but at the end of the day, put your mind to it that it is going to work. However the environment be, forget about it. Environment is never going to be enabled for us. Maybe someone, a generation will come. But the fact that you go watch maybe a YouTube video and empower yourself and learn how to code, create thumbnails, edit videos and things, how even the government, they come inside to enable you on that? You don't need the government, you need yourself. Believe in your product. I have always been that guy that always believing in myself. Even if I know that I am no good at something, I am good. People, I was in the UK and I was in the crowd. Like, I think after the medical concert, I was walking out and I had a lot of people come to me, and the security people there, they didn't understand. Like, who is this guy? Someone asked it in the comments, like I think the crowd. I was like, who is this guy? I said, I'm the greatest to ever do it. Yes, I am. Because I have it. I can show you numbers. I can show you why I believe in my product to the point that, like, see, it be Takashida, inshallah. Even if I don't know it, I'll find somebody who knows how to do it and will get the result. And I'll come into your newsfeed and I'll tell you that I have the best thumbnail game in the content creation game. Oh, you think I'm lying? Check my page. And not be morph, I can show you the work. And so if you don't believe in yourself, that is the thing. Oh, there are some people that call me, Sheldon, we have videos we are afraid to post because of what people will say. Do you know how, sometimes when people say about this disrespecting it, they funny me because I'm one of the most abused creators in this country. Today, if I fall, people will throw party. If I fall today, check the conversation on social platform. Not because I've done anything to them. They just hate that what I am experiencing or what I've achieved happened to me. They hate it that it's not them, it is me. I've not done anything to anyone. They just hate it that, why Kwadwo Sheldon? So I let all these things inspire me that I can't fail. I have to keep going. And so I'll keep going until my last breath, me so 10 toes. Is that, bro?
I love inspirational stuff. I love listening to people who inspire me, like the Jim Rohns and the Alan Watts and Bob Proctor, all these people. But I've sat here for about just over an hour and I've heard a fellow Ghanaian inspire me more than I've probably ever experienced. I've actually enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah,
the whole thought of never giving up.
Nah, bro.
It's beautiful.
We can't do that.
Now, if you've been listening or watching this conversation, leave a message down and let us know what you think about it. And if you haven't subscribed, please do and become part of the family. My name is Derek Abaite. I'm out.